We found out our daughter Evelyn's diagnosis. They told us she had anencephaly and spina bifida and a cleft lip. And a umbilical, so she had two, so she had organs outside of her body.
At our 20-week appointment, we found out that Hayden was not growing like she should have been. And I remember when the doctor came in, he said something's terribly wrong, and I thought he was kidding.
With both of my children, finding that they had anomalies or a disability was really difficult.
The phrase they gave me was, she's incompatible with life. There's nothing you can do, and it's nothing you did.
I was told a lot that this child's not worth the risk, and I just told them that's not really your decision to make, that's mine.
They made it sound like you might as well just get the pregnancy over with now because she's not going to make it. I was in shock and wasn't offered anything else and was made to feel like I would be strange to continue it. Like everybody with that condition usually terminates, so it was like a given that that's what I would do.
Hayden didn't have enough amniotic fluid and she wasn't growing like she was supposed to, but so for the next 8 weeks we had weekly appointments to see if she had a heartbeat. But that little girl was a fighter.
Since we had already announced on Facebook that I was expecting, I wrote on there that our daughter wasn't expected to make it. And one of my friends contacted me and said that she had heard of this organization, Healing Embrace.
When Healing Embrace was first founded, it was to provide financial resources to families. So we wanted to help pay for medical and funeral expenses, postpartum care, and grief counseling. So we do go into the hospitals before, during, or after the birth of their baby and really sit and talk with them and share their stories. We have care packages, and we also make weighted bears that weigh the same amount as their baby did when they were born.
She defied what they thought was going to happen. They told me that she was going to pass away at like 16 weeks in the womb, and she was born at almost 36 weeks and at 3 pounds 2 ounces, and she lived for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Now, I had a friend that had a similar situation and did not get a photographer and had always regretted it. She fell upon Healing Embrace, and so Jennifer was there within hours and spent the next 4 hours listening to her story and finding a photographer. And she brought a care package, she brought a cuddle cot, she brought outfits for the baby. I also had some friends drop off outfits. I swear that girl had a whole wardrobe and she was only 1 pound 3 ounces.
I got to bathe her and do footprints and handprints, and yeah, we painted her toenails to match my toenails, so we both took pictures with our pink toes. They're memories I have forever, and the videos and pictures I look at daily.
When that baby's here, you acknowledge every perfect thing about them, because they are. Like, in our mama's eyes, our babies are perfect regardless of what they look like, and it's capturing their chubbiness and their nose and what color their hair, where they came from, mom or dad, and we really embrace those things because that's the only time that they have with their babies.
But it meant the world to me because I have those memories. When you have a baby that is either stillborn or only has a few hours to live, you only have so many memories that you can make. So every little thing that you do is so meaningful.
We get a lot of questions of, what is it going to feel like stepping into my house without my baby? And talking about those raw emotions of that and those first steps and knowing that they're not alone and you know, the hospitals, their care almost kind of stops the second they walk out, and our care just continues.
Sorry, yeah.
And so, you know, we just really have a heart for these families to know you're not alone, and we're gonna walk this journey with you.
It's almost, well, so sad, very empowering to know that I was able to make my own decision and one that I could live with, and it was the right one because I was able to spend that time with my child, and I just want more families to know that that's an option.
Our babies aren't their diagnosis, you know, they're our children. So
Right.
it's nice like meeting people who treated them that way.
At the end of the day, we all lost the same thing. We all lost a baby. We all lost those dreams and those hopes and all the things that they could have been. These mamas know their babies. And it's beautiful that they get to spend that time together and then create those bonding moments. It's just so important to involve everybody in it, and nobody walks away with regrets because they get to do everything that they want to do.
It would have been so much harder losing a daughter and never getting to say hello and goodbye.